We all know you're fond of a wee tipple now and again. What's the strangest thing you've found in your garden after a night out?
Oh dear.
Colin.
Funnily enough, on 2 occasions, there's been a park bench.
A park bench?
A park bench.
Right.
Sorry. You're never going to ask us how they get there. Yeah.
You can just tell us if you like.
Well, the first thing's a bit of a long story which I'll cut down.
Right, just a wee summary.
I just decided I was going through a spell for a while where I had to take strange things home. So
Yes.
each time it had to be a bigger challenge.
Uh-huh.
So I came through Bridge End Park one night and thought, well, can't be a bigger challenge than a heavy park bench. Let's get this out. Well, I was having to move it end to end until this spare guy came along and you'll do it. So he had to help us carry this bench up the steps and on and into the garden. Yeah. So
Park bench.
Yep.
I've heard the story, so I thought I would ask. Like
Yeah.
I did it.
Actually, there's a wee bit of pride about it. I was thinking something.
Oh, the comes. Right.
Yeah, well, it wasn't quite that the next day when Meg was. She told us to get that out of there, and I said, I can't move, I've got to see her back, we bringing it up last night. So.
Good. How wrong is cheese and jam on a sandwich?
Oh, minging.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, minging. Absolutely minging. I'm not a cheese lover, certainly, but bit of tin with jam, no.
I don't get folk to do it.
No, it's cheese and pickle.
Cheese and pickle.
That's it. You can.
Or jam.
Aye, or onion.
Or just cheese.
Aye.
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion, aye. Might not, you could do onion and jam, I think, yeah. Aye, because I like onion and I like jam, so I think I could eat them together. But just no cheese and jam, no. Slidey.
Aye. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you tuck your shirt into your pants?
Oh no, no. No, I refuse to do the Superman thing.
And then have the bottom of the shirt come out of the pants.
Yeah, I've seen folk do it.
I've seen folk do it.
Aye.
Quite young folk.
Nah, refuse that. I even hate folk that tuck their jersey into their jeans.
That's wrong and all.
Aye, you need to be flogged if you do that. I'm allowed to say that. Right. You should be made to cover your head if you're going to do something like that. Then be recognised.
Yeah, it's true. Fashion faux pas.
Yeah. I can always remember, can you remember the TV series that was on for a while, Bottom?
Yes,
with Rick Mail.
Well,
Rick Mail used to always tuck his shirt into his pants when he carried it. It was brilliant. I mean, the pants were bugging too. But no, it just I think he finally decided it for us. That's not something that you do.
No, it's true. In the fancy dress parade at Civic Week, are you Phil Hume's role model?
I would like to think
because I think Phil's taken on the mantle, dressed up as a woman.
Aye. Phil's a bit more stylish than me.
Aye.
You can, I'm a wee bit Nora Batty thrown together. Style of woman you can, but he's made what
he thinks about it a lot, doesn't he?
Aye, he's Claudia. He likes to look good.
Aye,
he can. He does his makeup properly and everything.
He does.
Whereas I just sort of draw stuff on my face and bit lipstick on my lips. But Phil spends a lot of time on it, and he's got the legs. Oh, tell you what,
I've heard that. I've seen pictures.
Oh, aye. Yeah, Phil in fishnets. Oh, gee whiz, there's a sight to behold.
Like Roger Taylor in Queen, I Want to Break Free. That video when the rest of us women go.
Aye, yeah.
Oh, it's Roger.
Aye, yep. See, in the parade, most folk go, there's dummy dressed up as a woman, but when Phil's doing it, they're sort of going, oh, is it a bloke? Aye, it is, aye, it's a bloke, but the heck,
Do you think he's got a wardrobe full of women's clothes and all?
Oh, aye. Yeah, we kind of share secrets now and again.
Right,
pantyhose and things like that.
Got Dumma. Passing the fashion tips.
He's sort of refused most of my Flurry numbers, though. I can't quite understand that. It just must be a fashion.
Cover time.
He's never gave us my suspenders back, though. Have you, Phil?
Moving quickly on. In France, where would you most like to watch the tour? Now, you've just mentioned you've got the Champs-Élysées, but is that your first choice?
Nah, Alpe d'Huez. Yeah. I'd love to go there sometime to see it.
They reckon that's the most supported on the day, like with actual crowds, sporting event in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the millions? Or is it thousands?
I think you're talking about a million, Kev. I'm sure there was one year they quoted when Armstrong was still winning that there was over 750,000 people.
on Alpe d'Huez.
on Alpe d'Huez, and I'm pretty certain since then the crowds have went up each year. So I think we could probably confidently say that there could be 1 million people near us, damn it. Yeah.
It's quite phenomenal when you think about it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's about a 9-mile stretch. And a lot of it, there's places where you can't get many people standing. So they're obviously congregated in certain bits you can. Because some bits it's just a sheer cliff face and then the road. And then you might have a bit of a cliff face off the other side, so there's never many folks standing at these bits. But on the corners and things like that, they just cram themselves in. It's amazing.
I've seen it on telly a few times.
It's a spectacular climb, right? You know. But, yeah, so that's what I would like to see it. Is there.
Finally,
Was that us finished?
I'm getting there. Sorry.
Oh, gutted. I'm just getting warmed up.
My video might run out.
That's just
Even
gone past
Parkinson couldn't speak this long. I see myself as Russell Harty.
I think you look a bit like Billy Connolly, actually.
Billy Connolly.
Aye, yeah, you're a bit like that. Yeah.
And Mrs. Merton.
Aye. Mrs. Merton, aye. Aye, go for that.
The Tour of Britain coming to Kelso was probably the highlight of your life. Without doubt, I think.
Ah, brilliant.
Seeing your wee face.
Aye.
How excited were you?
I was just about to say something that I couldn't say live on air, but I was... no, I was absolutely...
You were quite aroused, shall we say.
I was
safe to say,
I was
even
really
with kids watching.
I was really happy as a dog with 2 of them. No, it was just great. And I think the first year didn't quite work the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
Because they took it through every borders town before they brought it to Kelsey. So people didn't have to flock to Kelsey to see the finish. They'd seen them in their own town. And I can always remember how chuffed our kids were that day riding over the finishing line.
That's true, yes.
You can. But there was parties always thought that it could have been better. And I think this year it was better for them. Because there was more folk in depth watching it, and I think the kids got a real buzz out of it, and that's what gave me a buzz. It was just seeing how much the kids loved it. You can, so it worked. I hope it comes back. You know. There's talk that it will be back again in 2 years.
That's not just your imaginary friend telling me that.
It might be. Parky, shut up.
You're dreaming. Dreaming of cheese.
No, I think it will. I think they've seen that it worked, and I think if they do that loop scenario again, I think it would work again.
It certainly worked better the second time because it was on a Sunday and folk were off. Again, it was a Thursday, I think. Tuesday, sorry. First time everybody was off, and they didn't get the tens of thousands of folk they were expecting.
That's right.
And as you say, it had been through other border tunes on its way here. But definitely the Sunday.
Even some Kelsey folk went out with the tune to watch it. Because they wanted to see them going up a climb, which is understandable.
Which they would normally struggle on, even like Stitchel Bray or something.
That's the guys. Yeah. So they went away through Kelsey. Whereas this time they could do that and then have time to get back into the tune to see the finish. So that swelled the crowd, you can. And knowing that, I think it was great for the tune. I mean, especially like the cafes and everything like that. It must have been great for them that day. So loved it. Everybody. I hope it comes back. And I would really love sometime to see the Tour de France
in Kelsey.
Come to Scotland.
Well,
and I didn't see why they can't do it.
Well, they can't because I think they take it for where there's been previous champions. Is that right? Is that why they came to Britain for Bournemouth? They won a stage and so on. And they went to Ireland in there for Roach and Kelly. Scotland had come because Miller was there. 2 Millers.
That's right.
And there's been a few Scottish riders over the years.
And I'm sure his real name's Chris McFroom. So I think there's a chance.
You never know.
So it would be great. And I mean, if they ever asked us to, I could design a stage for them.
You could?
I could design a stage route.
It would just be up Moon Station Road, most of it, wouldn't it?
There would be some brutal climbs in it though. I would find the hardest climbs in the borders that I would shove them up. I know it would still be easy to do, but at least people would get a chance to see them because it's gone that wee bit slower up them.
Yeah, I mean, I witnessed the Tour of Britain here, but seeing the Tour de France in Yorkshire that weekend was brilliant because the amount of crowds that were just to follow wherever he went. Getting roadside and Skipton, York itself at the finish was amazing. It attracts a lot of folk.
Well, you imagine, like you say, Skipton was a prime example. I mean, what did it do? There was a wee breakaway, and they went through Skipton in about 30 seconds, and the Pelton came along and went through in just over 30 seconds, but only because there was more of them. You can. So the amount of people that was in that team that came out and stood for hours to see just over a minute of action. So that's the lure of the Tour. You can.
It rhymes.
It does, doesn't it? So even though it has its critics, the sport has its critics.
Well, yes, it still draws
people
crowds,
want to see it. They do. And I think we've seen that in the Borders last year with the Tour of Britain.
Yes, definitely.
Folk come out to see it.
What it brings to it. Even the non-cyclists and that were there, come out just to see the spectacle. The caravan beforehand, the sprint, how fast they came down through the cobbles, and the following bits after it. It was great.
As you say, even non-cyclists spoke about it for weeks after. You met somebody that you hadn't seen, and all they could speak about was the Tour coming through, and they would say things like the speed, the colour, the atmosphere.
The conversation would be starting with you though.
Probably.
So if you stand next to Colin for long enough,
I'm a bit
2 minutes, it'll revert to cycling.
Probably. Cycling or port, whatever. In fact, you might get the both in the same conversation.
True. Grand, well that's it. We'll wrap up the night. It's been an absolute pleasure having Colin here. It's been a good laugh.
What do you mean here? It's my house.
So it is. I've enjoyed his coffee and even his gold biscuits, look. They were his. Give knuckles. Poof. And cheers.
Loved it, Kev.
We'll see you again.
Thanks very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Nay, what?